As Deontay Wilder would say, till this day. In other words, it's about time Terrence Bud Crawford fights somebody legit, credible, formidable at 147. It hasn't been officially announced, but Khan has elected to fight WBO welterweight champion of the world, Terrence Crawford, which heartbreaks all of the Brits out there. Sorry for you guys. I know you guys wanted to see the fight with Kell Brooks and Amir Khan. I actually wanted to see it too, based on the domestic rival they both have. We're just gonna have to wait for that fight. But I'm actually somewhat surprised. Actually, you know what? I'm not even surprised. Amir Khan elected to fight Crawford because one, the money was there, $5 million, and it's gonna be on pay-per-view, so he's gonna be banking out even more. And then he wants to fight somebody like Crawford. Now, regardless of what anybody says about Amir Khan, right? He's been knocked out by legit power punchers. Let's be real. Canelo took the soul out of him. Danny Garcia took the soul out of him too. Prescott knocked him out too. You feel me? So even if his last fight against Samuel Vargas, he's the guy's a brawler. You feel me? So he's gonna throw the best punches that he can, and even with Khan, like at the end of the day, you gotta knock Khan out if you're a power puncher. I don't see Crawford as a power puncher. Now, Crawford's last fight with Jose Benavidez, if he didn't knock out Benavidez in that 12th round, people were gonna critique him, and I think some people already critiqued him regardless of that performance. And it's unfortunate he's on the wrong side of the pond at 147, because we all know it's no secret that PBC Al Heyman dictates 147. He controls that division. So Crawford re-upping, him re-upping with Top Rank for another I don't even remember, like another 5 years, 7 years, something like that. Like he's just he's causing his demise, in other words, because at Top Rank they don't really have legit welterweights, right? Of course they could always work with PBC, but it doesn't seem like they're willing to do that, especially with that low ball offer. I even asked Bob, I'm like, why would you offer Danny $3 million and then have him B-side? Like, Danny is a bigger star than Crawford. He sells more than Crawford, and everybody knows, it's well documented that I have had some I've been critical with Crawford, not on his skills, but just who his opponents that he's been facing at 147. And you already know, guys, that I don't make it an urgency for me to interview Bud, because I know how he is. He downplays us. And shout out to my guy Fred, Barbershop Conversations. Great guy. Subscribe to his channel. Actually, he's a solid dude. He actually made up a good point about how now that this fight's gonna be a pay-per-view, he needs us. He needs us, and that's true. Like, how is it that he does interviews with like ESPN and all these other quote unquote bigger media sites, but he needs to remember that, like, we're the ones that actually promote him, talk about him, because without us, who's gonna talk about Bud Crawford now that he's gonna have this fight on pay-per-view? He's gonna need us. They're gonna want us to promote his fight. So we're gonna see if he switches his tones in regards to press conference, like Fred was saying. Like, we're gonna see his demeanor. But other than that, like, it's gonna be interesting. I think this is the first time in Crawford's whole career that he's gonna fight somebody that I think, in terms of skills, is gonna be better than him in terms of speed. And I just think his speed and just footwork, I think Khan dominates Crawford. The only thing with Khan is he's just very suspect in that chin. But I do think that Khan makes it a good fight first 7-8 rounds, but I think Crawford ends up finishing him late 10, 11, 12, because I just feel like Khan at this point, like, he's fought when he fought Canelo at that catchweight 55. He hasn't really been the same. Even if you look at his physique, I think it's gonna cost him a lot at 147. So Top Rank played a strategic move with this one, with Crawford Khan. Do I give Bud some credit for taking this fight? Yeah, I will give him some credit. I think it was about time. Like I said, it was about time he takes a fight like somebody like Amir Khan. I don't think with this victory is gonna place him as top 3. Not even top 5 at the moment. You know what? Top 5, yes. Top 3, no. He's not. He don't belong in top 3 by beating Amir Khan. And Amir Khan, a lot of people call him a diva, this and that. I think he's doing what he's got to do. Like he knows that Kell Brook fights is always going to be there. I know Eddie Hearn is upset because he wants to make the money in the UK. He's trying to make his profits, and he knows that would have been a big fight over there in the UK. But Khan's gonna play it smart. Khan is gonna try to get the biggest fights that he can. He's gonna try to challenge himself, and knowing that, thinking about it like this, right? If Khan is able to beat Terrence Crawford, becomes the champion, right? Let's say if there's a rematch clause, all right, he beats Crawford again. Now he gets to dictate even more when he confronts Kell Brook, if they, because I know they're trying to fight at 147, so that'd be really interesting to see like how that happens. But I think Khan is just trying to gain more leverage when it comes to fighting Kell Brook down the road. Becomes the champion, he's gonna want a bigger split. He's gonna try to manipulate Kell Brook's team to say, you know what, I'm a champion. What do you guys got? And what a win over Crawford will just excel his demands. Same thing as if, let's say, Khan loses, right? But Kell Brook beats Jarrett Hurd. We know it's 154. But remember, he just beat Jarrett Hurd. He's undefeated. He comes back down. He could probably dictate Amir Khan. So at the end of the day, this is a respectable move, but it's also a big risk and gamble in terms of just gaining a leverage against Kell Brook. But what do you guys think? Comment below.